we're going to switch over to the trigger setting. And this is where you'll find your crosstalk, the re-trigger, cancel, and threshold. So for your snare drums, we got it set at 6, 1, 10, and 4. For our rim, 6, 0, and 5. Tom 1, 7, 7, 15, and 4. For the edge, 4, 6, and 7. Tom 2, 6, 6, 15, and 4. 7, 7, and 7 on the rim. Tom 3, 6, 2, 15, and 4. 7, 0, and 7 for the rim. Our kick drum, 1, 1, 15, and 4. Our hi-hats, 1, 4, 15, and 5. The bow of the rides, 3, 3, 15, and 4. Our bell is 7, 3, 7. Our crash cymbal, 3, 4, 15, and 20. Okay, now we're going to look at the velocity curve. Normally I always stick to using a linear curve, but the articulation feature of the DM10 I found tends to sound a little better, a little more realistic. Set at the LOG2 setting for my toms, my kick, and all my cymbals actually works best. For the snare drum, I actually like the LOG1. I think it gave my snare a little more dynamics. My drums are very responsive, my cymbals are very responsive. Last but not least, we're going to take a look at the hi-hat cymbals and how to set those up. Okay, F4 is our calibrate option, and notice that actually didn't show up until you hit the hi-hat cymbal, and if I didn't have on the note chase feature, it would not have changed. Okay, now that we're over to the hi-hat, I want to show you one thing. Since this module has come out, Alesis has released a firmware update. If you go to this setting and you do not have the trim option, that means you have not done the firmware update. So make sure you go online. It's a free download. The only thing you need to upgrade your module is going to be a USB cable. Calibrating your hi-hat is very easy with this module. It's real simple. The way you're going to start off, you're going to press F1 without doing anything to your cymbals. Don't put your foot on the pedal. Just leave them as they are, where the cymbals are in the open position. We're going to hit F1, and notice it says open, done. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to close the pedal with my foot, and I'm going to press F2 for the close, and you notice it says done. Okay, it's really that simple. Okay, now here's where the trim option comes into play. Okay, when you close your pedal, you'll notice I'm not getting a foot close sound. Okay, the trim option allows you to manually make adjustments to those settings. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to raise this bottom number up. All I did was use my cursor to go down to the close, and I'm going to use the wheel to slowly increase the numbers here until I start getting a foot close sound. Let's go up to 10 first. Okay, we're getting there. I believe it's around Okay, there we go. Now we're getting a consistent foot close sound. And it'll vary depending on what type of controller you're using. I found with the Hyper Hat that number's a little bit lower. I'm using the Visualites with the in-between controller for this demo. And between 36 and 40 is where I found it to be most reliable. And once you've made all those changes, make sure you press the Store button. It's going to ask you to store the settings. You're going to press Yes, and then you're going to save those settings. For me, I'm going to press Cancel. I'm going to back out of it because I don't want to change them. I have my settings where I want them to be. And then you want to go into Utility, hit F4 for your system, F3 operating system, F4 for memory, and you want to turn your Write Protect on after you've made all your setting changes and you have everything where you want it. That way nobody can mess those up for you. Once you're done, just press your drum kit button and you're back out and ready to play. Okay, those are some good initial settings for the DM10. If you have any questions, comments, or even some tips, please send us an email or join us online at the Pintech forum. You can access it through our main website, pintechworld.com. We'd love to see you on there. Until then, take care and keep drumming.